Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Namrata Nagwekar. Kottalim BJP MLA Alina Saldana resigned as MLA of the BJP. She said she has to consult the people before joining any party. I cannot betray my people, she said. Alina expressed unhappiness about anyone joining the BJP with no respect for those in the party. Firmly standing by her stand to scrap the three-linear project, she said one cannot destroy people's lives in the name of development. Asked whether she was denied a ticket, Alina said, I don't know if I will get a ticket. The party has not informed me, she added.
Kottalim MLA Alina Saldana resigned as the MLA of the BJP. She said that she is very unhappy about anyone joining the BJP and there is no respect for those in the party. She also highlighted that she attended a meeting yesterday wherein she didn't like what one minister said. She also came down heavy on the BJP over the three linear projects and said that one cannot destroy people's life in the name of development. Watch to what she has to say.
And I attended the meeting yesterday of the party, and there was one sentence, I will not mention the sentence, but there was a certain sentence that was made by one of the stalwart leaders of the party that made me realize that it is time I left the party. Do anything in haste, no matter who tries to persuade me, I will weigh the pros and cons. I will consult with the people of the constituency, and accordingly I...
Madam, but तुम्ही 2022 contest करतली election?
Yes.
तुम्ही contest
करतली.
Okay.
लोकांचे आमी निसंतोण करूंक जायना आमी, आनी डेव्हलपमेंटाच्या नांवार निसंतोण cannot become legal, okay, or right.
So तुम्ही जी दुसरी पार्टी जॉइन करतली त्यांच्या फुड्यान तुमचे हेच म्हणणे आसतले regarding three linear project.
See, I have to study the other two projects, but yes, highway I'm quite convinced because highway passes through the wildlife sanctuary, okay, and I was a forest minister. I know the rules, the laws that govern a wildlife sanctuary. I know what can be allowed and cannot be allowed in a wildlife sanctuary.
And regarding railway double tracking, you will be opposed?
Totally against. See, I have to study the other two projects, but yes, highway I'm quite convinced because highway passes through the wildlife sanctuary, okay, and I was a forest minister. I know the rules, the laws that govern a wildlife sanctuary. I know what can be allowed and cannot be allowed in a wildlife sanctuary.
And regarding railway double tracking, you will be opposed?
Totally against.
Ma'am, you have told...
It will be the destruction of the lives of the people. Hundreds of houses will be destroyed.
As the assembly elections approach, the strength of Goa Assembly is dwindling. First, it was Luisino Falero of the Congress who resigned as Navelim MLA on 26 November 2021 and joined TMC. Then Goa forward Jai Sargaonkar resigned as Saligao MLA on 2nd December 21 and joined BJP. Thereafter, Churchill Alemao merged NCP to TMC 13 December 21, while independent Porvorim MLA Rohan Kaute resigned on 15 December and is expected to join BJP on Friday. Alina Saldana of BJP resigned on 16 December 21. She hasn't announced her next choice of party.
As the assembly elections approach, the strength of Goa Assembly is dwindling. It was the first Luisino Falero of the Congress who resigned as Navelim MLA on the 26th of November 2021 and then joined the Trinamool Congress party in Goa. Then it was Goa forwards Jai Sargaonkar who resigned as Saligao MLA on the 2nd of December, who later joined the BJP. Thereafter, it was Churchill Alemao who merged NCP into the TMC on the 13th of December, while independent Porvorim MLA Rohan Kaute resigned on the 15th of December and is most likely and expected to join the BJP tomorrow, that's Friday. Meanwhile, today, BJP MLA Alina Saldana resigned on the 16th, that is today, and she hasn't announced her choice of the party yet. With these above-mentioned resignations so far, the strength of Goa Legislative Assembly now stands with only 35 members out of 40 members.
Back-to-back resignation from several leaders have shown that things aren't on in Goan politics. Today, the BJP has failed to respect their own leaders like Madam Alina Saldana. Today, it was she who resigned. Tomorrow, there are more core BJP Karyakartas who will leave the BJP party, says MGP Supremo Sudin Dhavrikar on Thursday evening. Sudin also spoke about the job scam and how people of Goa are looted in the name of employment. Watch.
मोपाचो तुम्ही मुख्यमंत्र्यान 2-3 फावटी आमच्या विधानसभेत सुतोवाच केला 26 to 28% स्टेक विल बी विथ गोवा गव्हर्नमेंट. हे तरी खरें हांवें सांगलां तें. जर 26 to 27% गोवा गव्हर्नमेंट हॅज टेकन दिस एज ऑन टुडे स्टेक. नो, आज बसून हो स्टेक गोवा गव्हर्नमेंटाक मेळूं ना. हो स्टेट कंपनी कडेन उरला आनी कंपनी एज पर माय नॉलेज ही कंपनी हो सगळें विकता दुसरी कंपनी. आतां हांव कितें उलयता, आतां हें उलयता हांव तुमकां. ही कंपनी GMR कंपनी आपलो गोंयचो स्टेट दुसऱ्या कंपनीक विकता. आतां ही जबाबदारी कोण घेतले मुखार? हो 26% 28% आमचो स्टेक आसा तो आज बसून मेळून. आनी दोनूय डायरेक्टर आसा तो कॉमन डायरेक्टर आसा, नॅशनल लेवलचो डायरेक्टर आसा तोय शानबाग आसा, गोवा डायरेक्टर आसा तोय शानबाग आसा. सो हे जे कितें स्पश्टीकरण म्हाका गोवा गव्हर्नमेंटा कडच्यान जाय. व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट दीस इज हो गोंयकारांचो प्रोजेक्ट म्हणून प्रत्येक फावटी सांगिल्ले. पेडणेकारांची नजर आज पेडणेकारांत मागीर कोणा कडेन वचपाचें? पक्षा कडेन. प्रवीण झाटीच न्हय, भारतीय जनता पक्षातले कितलेशेच कोर कार्यकर्त्यांक उडयो मारपी नाही एवढे तेवढे ज्यांनी मगो पक्ष सोडून भारतीय जनता पक्षात 25-30 वर्सां पयलीं गेल्ले आज तांचेर बेजार जाल्या. कारण तांकां किंमत ना आनी त्या खातीर तांच्या कितल्याशाच कार्यकर्त्यांनी आज आमकां कॉन्टॅक्ट केलो. आनी हे कार्यकर्ते जर आमकां मेळत जाल्यार जे गोंय आनी गोंयकारांक जाय तें मेळटलें. आनी हे जे माकडूड जे मारता पळय तांकां आमी घरा वचयले. 15 दिसांक तुमकां हें दिसून येतलें प्लीज. कारण भारतीय जनता पक्षान गोंयांत आनी गोंयकारांक फटयल्या. लक्षांत घेयात, ज्या मनशांनी भारतीय जनता पक्षाक वयर काडलो तांकां पांयदुळीत उडयल्या. टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिलीप परुळेकर आनी तांचे कार्यकर्ते.
अप्रोच केला.
हांव परत सांगता, नाका आशिल्ले प्रश्न विचारनाका. 15 दीस रावा. हांवें तुमकां ह्या पयलीं सांगलां. तेन्ना चवथी तुमी म्हाका प्रश्न विचारता आसतना 15 दीस रावा. तुमी इतले तेंप रावले, आज तुमकां हें सगळें पळोवपाक मेळ्ळें. 15 दीस रावा, तुमकां आनी कितल्योश्योच गोश्टी पळोवपाक मेळटल्यो. आनी ह्यो फाल्यांच्यान चालू जातल्यो. आज एलिना साल्ढाना सारके कार्यकर्ते ऐकायले जाणे तन मन धरून भारतीय जनता पक्षा खातीर काम केलें. स्वता आमदार जावन मंत्रीपद सुद्दां घेवना. आनी त्या कम्युनिटींतलो आमदार भारतीय जनता पक्षाचे निवडून येवप हें भारतीय जनता पक्षाचें भाग्य आशिल्लें. पूण ताका जो पक्ष सांबाळूंक शकलो ना त्या पक्ष विशीं हांव कितें उलोवंक शकता?
Now let's take a short break.
Of health with wealth and safeguard your health or life. Go and sip truly going. Going to goat, going to udok, amche udok.
Welcome back. Ahead of Lok Sabha elections in 2019, during Prime Minister Modi's visit to Goa, He had assured to restart mining soon in the state. It is 2021 now. Soon in Feb 2022, Goa is going for its state assembly polls. Modi is coming to Goa to be a part of Goa's 60 years of liberation. PM should now tell whether mining will start in Goa or no, says AAP leader Puti Gaukar on Thursday. He also questioned how can Goans celebrate 60 years of liberation when Goans are suffering on daily basis and government can't help the Goans.
सध्या मायनिंग डिपेंड ना मालक नात न्हू मालक कोण आसा सध्या जे मालक तर मालकाचे कितें मालकाचे पोटां भरलेली आसा मालकांक मायनी चललेली नाका ते उरले जाल्यार फाल्यां ते लिटिगेशन करतले आनी 10 वर्सां मायनी चलच्यो ना मालकाक कांयच पडलेलें ना मालकांनी फुडल्या 10 पिढयांचे करून दवरलेलें आसा मरता जे कोण मरतात तर कामगार बार्जवाले ट्रकवाले आणि भायले सायडीक बाबडे दुकानदार बारीक कोण आसा ते मरतात बारीक लोक मरतात व्हडले लोक कोण मरना आणि ओनर उरोवंकच ना रे जेन्ना सुप्रीम कोर्टान सांगले की लिस्ट सगळी कॅन्सल केली ऑटोमॅटिकली गव्हर्नमेंट इज अ मायन ओनर आता घेतल्या गव्हर्नमेंटाने घेऊन तो गव्हर्नमेंटाचा विषय पण कायद्या प्रमाणे सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंटा प्रमाणे आता ज्यो मायनी आसा त्यो सगळे सरकाराकडे मायनी आसा लिस्ट सगळी सरकाराकडे आसा मेन इश्यू आसा की गोंयच्यो मायनी केन्ना सुरू करतले आणि करते की करचे ना हे क्लियर करचे नाजाल्यार 2019 सांगलेले मैं लीगल क्यूअर करके कुछ भी सॉर्ट मायनी सुरू करूंगा हे आज हेतून आपल्या श्यामाप्रसाद मुखर्जी स्टेडियमाचेर सांगलेले ते परत सांगतलो कितें हेजी आमकां हे आसा एक्झॅक्टली क्लियर कारण पंतप्रधान सांगपाक जाय काय गेल्या इलेक्शनात ताणें सांगलेले पार्लमेंट जेन्ना इलेक्शन जालें 2019 तेन्ना आपण रोखडेच सुरू करता म्हणून रोखडी म्हणजे कितें 2 वर्सां 3 वर्सां कितली मोदीजी कितले सांगपाक सोदता की आता तर त्याचे दोळे ओपन उरतले म्हणजे दोळे उरतले की ना लोकांची गोयची परिस्थिती पळोवन कारण आमी 60 वर्सांची वर्सां मनोवपाचो एक उत्सव आमी 19 तारखेक करपाचें आमचें सरकार तयार आसा ह्या उत्सवा दिसा उत्सव केन्ना मनयतात जेन्ना लोक सुखी असतात लोकांक कांय त्रास ना पूण तो मरीत आसतना सुद्दां एक अशें लक्षात येता म्हणजे आमचे गोयचे बीजेपीचे सरकार जे आसात त्या सरकाराचे जर काम करपाची पद्दत जर पळयली जायत जाल्यार अशें लक्षात येता की ज्या जाग्यार करप्शन करपाक मेळटा पयशे लुटपाक मेळटात तेच प्रोग्राम करप बाकीचे प्रोग्राम करप ना
Today, the BJP government is launching Pink Force for women's safety, and on the other hand, their own minister is allegedly involved in the sex scandal. In spite of all evidence and proof show and submitted to the governor and chief minister, the minister was given time to resign. Instead, he had to be sacked, says Youth Congress President Bharat Madolkar on Thursday.
मिलिंद सगुंडा काल रिजायन जालो तर म्हाका सांगन दिसता की जेन्ना मुख्यमंत्र्याक हेची कल्पना आशिल्ली पार्टीच्या अध्यक्षाक जेन्ना कल्पना आशिल्ली इतकें आसून बसून भारतीय जनता पार्टीक खबर आशिल्लें आनी गव्हर्मेंटाक खबर आशिल्लें की हो तेंचो सरकारांतलो मंत्री एका सेक्स स्कॅन्डलान इनवॉल्ड आसा कित्याक ह्या सेक्स स्कॅन्डलाचो जो व्हिडिओ आशिल्लो ह्या मुख्यमंत्र्यान पळयल्लो आमच्या पार्टीच्या अध्यक्षान गव्हर्नराकूय हेची कल्पना दिल्ली की हो एक मंत्री अमको मंत्री ह्या सेक्स स्कॅन्डलान इनवॉल्व आसा जेन्ना भारतीय जनता पार्टी महिला सशक्तीकरणाची जेन्ना भाशा करता तेन्ना ही कल्पना दिवन सेक्स स्कॅन्डलान एक मंत्री इनवॉल्व आसा म्हणून सांगून पसून गव्हर्मेंटान आनी सरकारान मुख्यमंत्र्यान हे 15 दीस पसून ह्या मंत्र्याक सरकारान कसो दवरून घेतलो हो पयलो म्हणल्यार प्रश्न आसा दुसरो प्रश्न असो आसा की आमचो डिमांड आशिल्लो एका सॅक करपाक जाय आशिल्लो कित्याक इतकें जेन्ना एक हीन कृत्य करून पसून मुख्यमंत्री अशा मंत्र्याक आपल्या कॅबिनेटात कसो दवरपाक शकता जेन्ना व्हिडिओज आनी हे सगळे मुख्यमंत्र्यान पळयला अशें पळोवन पसून तो इतके दीस त्या मंत्र्याक जेन्ना आपल्या कॅबिनेटान दवरून घेता आनी तेची पाठराखण करता ताका संरक्षण दिता हेच ह्या सरकाराचे जेन्ना एक दुतोंडी भाशा आसता डबल स्टँडर्ड सशक्तीकरणाची भाशा करप पिंक फोर्स लॉन्च करप आनी दुसरे वटेन जेन्ना एका मंत्री तुजो जेन्ना एका सेक्स स्कॅन्डलान इनवॉल्ड आसा तो एका बायलेचें शोशण करता अशा मंत्र्याक किंवा त्या कॅबिनेटान दवरप आनी तेचें रक्षण करप ताका पाठराखण करप तेजी सो हेजो आमी निशेध करता आनी खरें म्हणल्यार ह्या मुख्यमंत्र्यान ताका सॅक करपाक जाय आशिल्लें.
On Thursday afternoon, Margao police have arrested Sagar Timbodia, native of Gujarat, residing at Rawanpond, Margao, for alleged murder of his wife Ankita Timbodia. Here's more.
On Thursday afternoon, Margao police have arrested Sagar Timbodia, a native of Gujarat, residing at Rawanpond, Margao, for alleged murder of his wife Ankita. As per sources, on Wednesday, the deputy collector had given a report to the police that there was a foul play in the death, as there were injuries on the body including human bite marks. Based on information, PI registered a murder case, and on Thursday, the husband Sagar was arrested. Further investigation is on. Here are the highlights. Sources in Margao police said that a post-mortem examination conducted by doctors at the South Goa District Hospital, Margao, has revealed that some bruises and injuries on her body, raising suspicious. Sub-divisional magistrate Margao some days back had conducted an inquest and other legal formalities into the death of married woman of 29 years old from Rawanpond, Margao, who died within 7 years of their marriage. The Margao police, when contacted, said that they had received a phone call from South Goa District Hospital, Margao, informing that Ankita, aged 29, was brought dead in casualty from her residence at Rawanpond. Police said that during the inquiry with her husband Sagar, residents of Nanlada Society, Rawanpond, Margao, it was revealed that the deceased was physically weak after delivery of her baby boy.
Around 40 passengers from a tourist bus travelling from Bagmoro to Dabolim sustained grievous injuries after the ill-fated bus in which they were travelling fell along the side of the road on Thursday afternoon.
Around 40 tourist passengers were injured in a bus accident. The injured tourists were from Chhattisgarh and had come down to Goa for an event. The driver of the ill-fated bus lost its control while negotiating a turn while climbing a slope from Bogmalo. Injured passengers were referred at the sub-district hospital at Chikalim. The Vasco police are at the site of the accident. Further investigation is on. As per sources, around 40 passengers from a tourist bus were travelling from Bogmalo to Dabolim who have sustained grievous injuries.
आत्ता पावले आमी हातून थोडे कॅज्युअलिटी आहा ते ऑलरेडी शिफ्ट केल्ले आहा हातून कॉटेज हॉस्पिटल चिकालीम सो पयलीं पंचनामा करतले आमी आनी अकॉर्डिंगली इन्क्वायरीचेर कळटलें बाबा फॉल्ट कोणाचो कितें कात आसा तो त्या प्रमाणे मागीर फुडलें एक्शन जातलें
मेजर कॅज्युअलिटी कितें
4 सद्या शिफ्ट केल्या म्हण आयकूंक आयला म्हाका आनी उरिल्ले आतां किरकोळ लागले ते मागीर शिफ्ट केले
की हांव आतां उपासनगर ऑफिसांत थंयसर म्हाका आमचो केजी म्हणून ताणें फोन मारलो म्हाका की हांगा बोगमाळे टर्नाचेर हें जालें म्हणून बस ओवरटर्न जाली म्हणून सो जेन्ना हांव मागीर इमिजिएटली पीआयक फोन मारलो सो तेणी ती इमिजिएटली बाकीची सगळी वेवस्था केली हांगा सो आतां एम्ब्युलन्सान सगळें धाडलें ही जी बस आसा ती 40 सीटर आसा 40 जाण आसले ती कॉन्फरन्साक घेवन ते वयताले अशें मे बी तो पास आसतालो ओवरटेक करतना पास आसतालो दिसता तो आनी तेन्ना तो हें जालो स्किड जालो आनी टर्न जाली बस सो थोडे इंजर्ड जे आसा ऑलरेडी तांकां धाडलेले आसा बाकीचे सगळे येयल्ले आसा फायर ब्रिगेड येयल्ले आसा आनी बाकीची जे इंजरी आसा कोणा इंजर जाला तांकां हॉस्पिटलान ऑलरेडी पावयल्ले आसा सो आतां पळया कितें जाता फुडें आतां ते बाकीचे पुलीस आसा ते पळयतले
मेजर कॅज्युअलिटी काय ना
मेजर अजून पर्यंत आमकां कांय कळोंक ना पूण मेजर आमी आमचे गांवचे जे आसात गांवचे लोक आसात तेंच्यांनी सगळ्यांनी आपले प्रायवेट व्हेकलांनी सगळ्यांनी धाडलेले आसा आनी आतां एम्ब्युलन्सी आतां पावल्ले आसा
आसलेलो स्टाफान सांगलें म्हाका कितें हिंगा एक्सिडेंट जालो म्हणून हांव पावलें जाल्यार सगळें मार बी लावलो तांकां रोगोत बिगोत हें जातालें आनी टॅक्सी बिक्सीन तितून आमी सगळें शिफ्ट केलें तांकां कित्याक एम्ब्युलन्स मातशें लेट येयलें न्हू टायम लागता येवपाक एम्ब्युलन्स तांकां सगळें शिफ्ट करून धाडलें मागीर एम्ब्युलन्स फायर ब्रिगेड सगळें येयलें मातशें कितें ते आनी कोणा एक रेस्टॉरंटाचे फायर एक्सटिंग्विशन हाडला आनी ताका मारलं कित्याक लीक जातालें डिझल लीक जातालें मागीर तितलेंच मागीर सगळें तेंच्यान पळयलें.
Now let's take a short break.
Unlock the goodness of health with wealth and safeguard your health or life. Go and sip Truly Going. Gointe udok, amche udok.
Welcome back. The members and bankers of several public sector banks came out in protest in capital city opposing to government's plan to privatize the public sector banks. On Tuesday, the bankers under the banner of United Forum of Bank Union demanded that this plan should be scrapped and also fulfill their other demands. The bank employee and officers have decided to go on a 2-day strike on December 16 and 17 in the wake of central government's privatization of nationalized banks.
Unity of bank employees and officers. Zindabad, Zindabad. Unity of bank employees and officers. Zindabad, Zindabad. We oppose, we oppose. Privatization of public sector banks. We oppose, we oppose. Zindabad, Zindabad. More unity. Zindabad, Zindabad. More unity. Zindabad, Zindabad.
This strike has been called by the United Forum of Bank Union, comprising of all the employees and officers working in the public sector bank, to oppose the decision of the government to privatize public sector bank. And that's why this 2-day strike has been called. You know that since 1969, when public sector banks came into being after the nationalization, this public sector bank has played a very important role in the socio-economic development of the country. Whatever development that we see in the country today is all because of the public sector bank. And we want this public sector bank to continue to so that the development that is to become, the development and overall growth that is required, poverty alleviation that is required, employment generation that is required, empowerment of the small traders and other SMEs and all that, agriculture, all that is required, has to be done only to the public sector bank. So the decision of the government to privatize the public sector bank is not in the interest of the country, not in the interest of the common people of the country, and that is why we are opposing it.
We are on strike today and tomorrow. Now plan from the leaders from the central government. So it will be indefinite, maybe till March. We have a lot of plans to go. But in March it will be indefinite. We are mostly going for indefinite.
Malabar tree nymph has been declared as a state butterfly of Goa by Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant. CM was speaking at the Bird Festival inauguration at Donapaul. Speaking to media, CM also said that Goa is not just about sun, sand and sea, but is also known for the hinterland tourism, nature tourism and patriotic tourism. Presently, the government is adhering to promote all types of tourism to boost tourism activities in the state, he added.
टूरिज्म को हम बढ़ावा दे रहे हैं। मैं रिलेटेड टू द फॉरेस्ट 2-3 चीज़ें कहूँगा, क्योंकि state animal which is a cow, is the state animal of the state bird, it is an rubu-throat bulbul, which is a state bird. Also the state tree, which is an we are calling it Matti. In Konkani we are calling it Matti. It is an English name. English name Terminalia momentosa. That is the state tree. Okay. Or today we had already declared the state butterfly. It is an Malabar tree names. We have declared already the state butterfly. So मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है। इसी तरह से हम हर वक्त यानी स्टेट के बारे में लोगों को मालूम होना चाहिए, इसलिए हर नॉलेज इंफॉर्मेशन हम शेयर करते हैं, डिक्लेयर करते रहते हैं।
Story by Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
Now let's take a short break.
Going to udok, am udok.
Their backs to the wall after suffering a heavy defeat, Northeast United FC will look to get back to winning ways against winless SC East Bengal in the 2021-22 ISL clash at the PTN Stadium in Fatorda on Thursday. Khalid Jamil's Northeast United were humbled by Hyderabad FC, but in SC East Bengal they will take on an opponent who are even lower in confidence, rooted to the foot of the table without a single win.
Talking about East Bengal, they are good side. They play as I said before in ISL. Everybody, all the teams are in good shape. We have to think about our own game, think positive, and we must go for 3 points.
We have seen that your team is trying, but what do you think has not gone your way this season?
So talking about this, I never get the full squad every time. From starting first game, some player got food poisoning, 2 foreigners didn't play. And talking about next game, Gallego was injured. Then third game, Brown was injured. And before this game also, Hassa is injured. And talking about this game also, Brown is injured. But I'm not giving any excuse, but I'm just saying that I never got, especially foreigner player was all 6 foreigner, I never get them together. So it's always difficult. Talking about this game also, we have to see whether Brown definitely is not going to play. And Gallego is out. So still same situation, but we have to fight. I believe in boys, whatever player we have to fight and think positive, play confidently. That is the main thing. And everything will be fine after this game.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alert, please follow us on O Herald on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and bye-bye.